Time chat. Hello, hello. How are my people? Alright, guys. Sorry about that. We're back now. We are back. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of strats. I'll probably be back on later again today. I have a lot of stuff I have to work on, but... Okay. We're going to be on here for a little bit. How you guys feel about the Adepticon reveals? I thought they were pretty good. They were pretty good. Cog Fort kind of... Well, I mean, they're kind of mid, for being honest. But the Cog Fort was pretty cool. I like that. The main man FTG, I wouldn't say that. Steel Legion lives. I know, we thought they were dead. What's up, Sigismund? We thought they were dead. I'll be playing some Siege mode this week, and with some build tests for that. And then we're gonna go do some, I will be making a few guides this week as well. I'm kind of mostly waiting for the next patch. Is only streamed to shorts. I got kicked off the normal thing. No, it's streamed to both. I want to do a true solo of this, though. Oh shit, my game audio is so quiet. I almost forgot. There we go. What's up, Delta Force Operator? What's up, Pancake? Golden Helm on this Blood Angel. This is a Genesis chapter, dude. Not Blood Angel. It's very different, chat. We'll do a decap run. We haven't done decap in forever. I say as if I didn't do it like last week. Play Crimson Desert and thank me later. I heard that was good. Did hear that was quite good. Can everyone join even on a different region? I'm pretty sure they can, yeah. Your ping would probably be awful, though. Technically, yes, but there will be lag. Yeah. Also, what's up, Alpha?
Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid's Hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor toward the astropathic relay. We are inserting you near a bridge held by the Imperial Guard that intersects with its path. You will level the whole structure and crush that Xenos monster. Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger the detonation. The leader beast will not make it past us, Lord Akaran.
This time we're actually using a fencing axe, why we're so fast. I just set it up a little bit differently these days. Oh shit, I took the wrong gun. Fuck. It's not an FTG stream, but don't take the wrong gun, is it? Gold helmet on this Blood Angel. What do you call it? What's up? What's up, Raj? AFG, I've been mostly busy and I currently don't have anything to grind for in Space Marine 2. That's most people, Alpha. That is most people. Space Marine 2 is kind of just waiting for its next content update. I don't know how much content we're going to get for year 3. Thing on schedule. What's new? Unlock the Mark 11 Hell Sea ship by completing 5 operations on Tactical Assault Vanguard board for April 6, 2026. Oh, there's a new... Did they put an announcement about this? Hold on. I guess we'll talk about that then. Gigi, hope you're well. I'm alright. I'm alright. A little fucking tired, to be honest. Been dealing with much of stress, Raynar. Much of stress. Self-induced stress, to be honest. But how are you, brother? May your voice wake the Emperor. I'll try. I'll try as best I can. Getting the Mark 11, though? I'm kind of shocked they're doing that. Yeah, it's the same as the previous one. Not too shocking. Alright, let's go here. Alright, let's grab our heavy bolt pistol and then go into it. We just got a new we just got like a new chainsword. I mean, it's the same as the old one, but I thought they could do better than that. I think we're trying a mission with all debuffs. I'm sure somebody's tried it. I doubt they got very far.
Titus predicts the Tyranid's Hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor toward the astropathic relay. We are inserting you near a bridge held by the Imperial Guard that intersects with its path. You will level the whole structure and crush that Xenos monstrosity in the... Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger the detonation. The leader beast will not make it past us, Lord Akaran.
Free guard for everyone. Had to bring back some slightly normal guardsmen. That's true. Kriegsmen, I mean, the Kriegsmen are cool. They're one of my favorite guardsmen regiments, but Steel Legion are definitely, they'll be pretty peak.
Soon they will scatter in myriads. Delta Wing, box check. Viridian reporting. Approaching landing zone. This is Talassa. Drop complete. Reach objective. Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Gamma clears out.
Right. I love them race warriors. I love them. So much fun. Blood Angel Bulwark is a vibe I don't see too often. It's not a Blood Angel, this is a Genesis chapter, so you're seeing something else entirely. Is that fencing axe or balance of the fencing skin? This is just fencing. You're a Black Templar Bulwark currently. They're pretty cool. What's up, Chapter Master? What's up, Lord Vegeta? Oh, what's up, Sturm? Hands up for the firstborn Chads. Yeah, I kind of like that they showed the new Intercessor armor even for the Primaris. They are starting to like mix in older parts because kind of have to now. They're losing parts. I should say they're losing armor parts from the Primaris sets due to war. Got Milk Ridge. Birch of the Servo Gun recharge glitch. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but. What's the difference between defensing and balance melee? I have a whole video on that if you're curious, but it's pretty much just a parry window and also the damage and speed. I currently think the balance is better than the fencing, but the fencing is definitely easier to use, which is what I was going for in this build. Ease of use. Your bullets are Kakaroto's Death Watch right now? I don't think I've ever seen a Kakaroto's Death Watch. Actually, what am I talking about? Kakaroto's is like the only Death Watch you could use originally in this game. It's like one of the only left pauldrons you had. Oh, a Neurothrope. Awesome. You know, I feel like this game always gives you a Neurothrope when,
This infestation has persisted for too long.
Alright, where the fuck is the Lecter? Okay, there it is.
This lictor stalks the battlefield no more. Summon troops, fly the banners of the angelic host. As soon as learn to have our scent.
Why are there so many dudes? If you were your thoughts on the latest community event, I mean, it's kind of a nothing burger of an event, so. Oh my god, this is a lot of fucking range spam. That was a lot of free damage. Finally. Banner AoE is stupid good, definitely is. Alright, that was kind of obnoxious, but it's over now, thank God. I do kind of hate like fighting Neurothrows without a heavy bolt pistol. That's why I take the heavy bolt pistol anyways on this build, is that like I just hate fighting Neurothrows without like with a heavy plasma, or not heavy plasma, but a plasma pistol. That sucks. Alright. Are we using the balance axe? No, Whiskey. We're using the fencing one this time. Balance would have killed him a lot faster there. I do think the balance axe is better right now. Plasma pistol's so strong, runs into ammo so fast. It's not too bad against like Chaos, but against Tyranids, I definitely want a heavy bolt pistol.
Rally point reached, Lord Akaran. The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge.
I think I have a Sanguinius voice on. Not Sanguinius, a Blood Angel's voice on. Unfortunately, we're a Genesis chapter. I did put on the wrong armor set. Well, not actually, I put on the wrong voice. Armor set's correct. Then you're still doing crazy damage. Access built different. Most of that's intimidating aura.
This support is ready for demolition.
That's the access to a lot at all.
Surprises from this litter.
FTG, did you see the data mine secondary bull carbine? Yeah, I did. I'll probably be talking about that at some point. And also some of the heroics I want to see in the game. It might be a Storm Bolter, you never know. Well, I would like Lightning Claws in this game. I doubt we're going to get that. I know they said no, or wasn't a priority for them. I wouldn't mind a Calibanite Greatsword. That would also be cool.
I still have explosives to place, brothers. Prime explosives. Explosives to place, brothers.
A single elixir can turn the tide of war on an entire planet. That is true, just like not in the game. Ow, man, there were actually so many of them there. They pulled the damage to me. Even with Purity of Purpose banner down. Yeah, a Lictor Brood can bring like an entire planet to its knees, and in this game just mop them up with like one perk.
They'll have some monster wire. Bombs.
Yeah, that's guys streamed and watching your videos on YouTube. Thanks, Russell. Welcome, welcome. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, thank God. Thank God for railing.
Explosives. We are ready to ambush the target command. The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Alright, do we actually have to fight that? Not really, but...
This infestation has persisted for too long.
I guess we could. We all have a golden throw home. It just flushed instead of being epic. That's true. That is true. The stupid sentence, though. Alright, let's go. Go meet the guard.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company in the... We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
The leader beast will cross that bridge, and in short order, die to our tactics.
That's... news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
All elements needed are prepared.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant.
Hey FTG, aka Pookie, what's going on with the Steel Legion stuff? So Steel Legion are kind of back, kinda.
Understood.
They had some concept art for them, I know that much. There's also a community post, I think I had more on them as well. Also, we have a new community event. What's that? Is that Pete, Chatter, Overin? What's up, Overin? How are you, dude? No Commissar Yar, because that's a new mini, I'm getting him. We expect nothing less, brother.
Apply more pressure. Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Fencing Axe is definitely good at clearing out the swarm, just say that. That was the balance, but... I do hope they buff up fencing at some point, like be like Argent Edge and stuff like that.
Remain stalwart, brothers.
such an atrocity.
Ogren Commissar when? I don't know, when they're smart. I mean, like, the smartest bonehead can be an Ogren Commissar.
The charges now.
That's perfect.
Confirmation complete. Enemies on our position. Laser reporting. Xenos leader base neutralized. It is not dead. Our tactics were sound. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. We hear you, Command. It will be done. The target is still struggling under that wreckage.
With my presence, the chat will be spiced up by 2 times. That's true, Overin. The best part of this game is when a wave spawns right in front of an elevator. It's always so hectic and fun to turn, fight, and hold your ground. I think that's like a huge part of horde shooters in general. It's just, you know, the horde shooter aspect. Hold the ground, hold the line. That's why the bulwark is such an entertaining class. I already feel the spice, even though I just joined. What's up, Chunk, man? We're about to go kill a Hive Tyrant. We had a very obnoxious Neurothrope fight, but it's all gonna be okay. Pissing on the floor, guy.
Crushed beneath our ceramides tread.
God, Intimidate Aura really is just peak. What's the community event? It's just for like the Mark 11 chainsword skin. Doing some missions, that's about it. I think it's just a hard Strats, right? I have to reread it. Inferno is a map that I memorized all gene scene including skull locations. I think Inferno is just one of the best maps in the game, period. This one too, this is definitely the best at launch. Bulwark is your main class, or my friend gets in Space Marine 2, so it's like, I need my Bulwark now. I mean, Bulwark's just like, definitely the best anchor for a team in like any game mode.
Hive Tyrant continues to evade.
Doesn't lack damage either.
duty remains unchanged. Forward!
Banner, ready to deploy! Detecting my static mines! Silence the beast's call for its foul brethren! Blessed standard, amplify our power! Zoanthrope, fortify your psyches!
You only play with these two maps on leveling? Yeah, Decapitation is definitely the fastest for leveling. I think it's more so that it's just... You can actually be a little bit faster on Vox Apparatus, but...
Synaptic manipulator silence!
Okay.
Reloading weapon!
That's where you bring the bolt pistol.
See us lead a big scales to beauty. Take to the roof.
This game's Horde mode had buildable traps / turrets and stuff like Gears 3 Horde did. I'll probably be making a video on that at some point. They're probably going to be adding that pretty soon. Some pretty cool stuff to Horde mode. I think Siege mode was kind of a... Definitely the night. It was a pretty hyped up mode. It definitely wasn't as popular as people thought it was going to be. But it was pretty good. Hopefully the update for it and the new map's good. They haven't given us a major update for that mode. Past a year. Well, since it came out. It's like 9 months ago. Siege mode came out 9 months ago. And we have not had a major update for it. Where's this guy swinging? Oh, that's actually a dangerous hit. There's one attack you can do that can actually one-shot you. Or almost one-shot you. Not that one. Actually, that is it. That's the one. If you have no armor, that is.
The creature is undergoing some kind of transformation. You just triggered every side warning in my suit.
Up for you. Intimidating Aura's peak. Oh, there we go. We did it, chat. Let's do a hard weekly after that. There we go, guys. That's some gaming right there. We did it, chat. All right, so let's read the community event, shall we? All right, we complete 5 operations, either tactical, assault, vanguard, or bulwark. That's pretty easy. All right, everyone wants to come in. That was 1 operation we just did. Hello, everyone. What's up, Super Heavy Demon? Let's see what we got. Got Milky. We're gonna be doing 1 weekly if anybody wants to join. All right. And Dragonfire. Welcome in. We're just gonna go full size. Yeah. No, we're gonna post this one. I think the new weekly is actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. I not just hear someone say Fall of Atreus being good for grinding pre-chaos spawn. Not that chaos is ever good for grinds. Yeah, I don't think chaos is very good for grinding at all. This game. I'm also 90% sure Bulwark is the reason most Terminus enemies don't stagger, because bullying the Hive Tyrant and Hellbrew is kind of busted. I mean, it's really any parry weapon kind of trivializes a staggerable enemy, but like Hellbrew to do, they kind of deserve to get staggered. They deserve it. Wait, is it out or are we waiting? A new community event's out. Yeah, all you gotta do is play. I guess this guy didn't have another class to play. Whoever wants to come in can join. Whoever wants in. I want to play like you when I grow up. What the fuck? It's not that impressive, I promise you.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. We must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram coordinate our efforts along the swarm. Reinforcements? Just more meat for us.
Shit. Love your content though, it helps a lot. I'm glad I can. I have quite a few more videos in the work currently. In the works, I should say. Probably working on after this, actually. The second guy is left. What's going on? Anchor is disconnecting. What's the community event? Just complete 5 missions as a tactical assault, bulwark, or vanguard, and you'll get the Mark 11 chainsword thingy. You chose the wrong class, oh. That's okay.
That was too easy.
Bro, thank you so much for the build guides. They got the boys to heroic weapons and hard stratagems. No problem, dude. I hope we get a big build change fairly soon here, like next patch. I doubt we will. I don't know if we're even getting heroics next patch. Maybe we are. Oh, I just totally got my guy killed there. I just yoinked that from him as rude of me. I did also kill, to be fair, but... Alright, we all heal off this, doesn't matter. That was a proper yoink. Fall of Atreus is good, short, no boss, and straightforward enough to usually find the Gene Seed. I mean, Fall of Atreus has 2 hell roots, which are probably harder than the Vortex Beast and a lot of... Well, they definitely can be now, because you'll have, like, spawns around them.
Too quiet. Let me survey for
My
better
word
knowledge.
early today, sir? Of course I am. I'm actually on a good sleep schedule for once.
The camp seems deserted, Captain. Aside from some Xenos scoundrels. Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise. Sweep complete. Nothing here.
Oh, shit. It's still the same code, it should be. Should be exactly the same. Dude, this weekly is fucking hilarious. I can't lie.
Codes are not here.
The plasma's quite peak. I actually really enjoy this weekly. It is fun. It is actually fun.
Codes retrieved.
Plasma does kind of just make it a joke. It's more fun with melee, but
Demolition preparations.
you take plasma, you kind of just mop up every boss. First time spam light attacks, I just feel strong and worth it. They definitely feel pretty good. Only 720p on Twitch. Yeah, I actually messed up my settings here. It's in 1440 and 720, so those are the options.
For the Emperor and Sanguinius! Here stands a warden of the Imperium Nihilus.
Ooh, 2K gaming, very nice. Yeah, don't expect it for long. It's not usually worth it. It's a bit of a performance hog. Second PC do it? Nah, there's like literally no point. Maybe like... I mean, I don't think most people even have a 2K monitor. The downscale on Dark Tide is way more important because Dark Tide, that game looks fucking dog shit in 1080. What the fuck? I guess he's just in the perfect position. You know, Hayes, I had some guy calling you first tour Hayes Man the other day because of your intro. I haven't actually seen your videos, but he said that you had the same intro as me, which is pretty funny. Yeah, maybe that's me. I haven't seen. I don't really watch most of the videos, though, to be fair. Indy never watches mine. That's a funny nickname. I have to check what intro you use now. Well, they were just like, I mean, I looked at it after, it's just because you're like, hey guys, Hayes here, like the exact same tonation as me. And they were like, it's first tour Hayes, man. I don't think that's unusual though. I think most people talk like that in videos. Hey, which version of Plasma are you playing? Speed, ammo, or damage? It's rate of fire. Oh, you always want rate of fire on this thing. It sucks ass if you don't. No! I had to alt tab there, that's really unfortunate before. Hey guys, SG here, sup guys, Hayes here. Yeah, I don't think it's the same. I guess a normal intro. I mean, you did tell me the other day that you were inspired by my content, so that makes sense. I don't think there's a problem with that at all. But I don't think that's the same. I don't know what they were talking about. Shit. Spiciest intros ever coming. Hey guys, it's the Hayes cousin here. All the reverb and special effects, just put it through. There are a lot of people that do that online. They'll do like 40k voice modulator shit. How do you get that chest piece you got on? This is just like, I think this was a community event one or something. Did you see the new shitty event, Hayes? But they did. It's a Mark 11 fucking Hell's Teeth.
Aliens are running out of time. How close are you to the Prometheum facility?
Second Tour Guardsman is about an FTG and Haze. Well, Second Tour Guardsman's a content thief, okay?
You are
We're
making
gonna talk about that guy.
We are going to need it.
There was a new community event for like, you have to play 5 matches to get a chainsword skin we've had for ages. It's pretty pointless.
Here the sacrifice of the many will be avenged. Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Prometheum well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Hey, FTG, you saw the new JJK episode of Sendai Colony? No, I haven't seen it yet. I have friends who are making videos on it right now with Sendai Colony. That's pretty peak.
Deployment has begun. Ranks of activation have been observed. Generators harboring the machine announced name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Yeah, Hayes, they have a new... So there's a new community event where you play with, like, Vanguard, Sniper, Tactical, or Assault 5 times for 5 matches, and you get the Mark 11 chainsword skin that we've had in the game for ages, which is fucking stupid.
Overcrowding alert in Generator 1. Unauthorized personnel. Observe your duties.
Nice size of the Emperor's colors. Somebody actually told me it was lore inaccurate.
Need to get the Tyranids off that generator, brothers.
I'm actually first for Hayes, man. I'll have you know. That's what somebody said. I'll find the fucking tower. It's funny.
Does that mean it is close to finished? I think not. Hold Generator 3, brothers.
Size of the Emperor colors. We do love the size of the Emperor. They were the size of the Emperor. They're gonna be in the Starties too, probably.
Operator, bring it into harmony of timing. My access aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Estimating beyond desire's divine precision.
I should have this thing calibrate my screws.
Generator 4 has their attention.
Oh shit. I do kind of worry the next update we get for Space Marine 2 is not going to be that good.
Provide service before components are harmed.
I don't know if we're going to have a very good update for the rest of the year. I'm pretty sure Techmarine is the biggest one we're getting. If it's just an op, I generally don't want a PTS. Well, it's going to be the new Terminus, whatever the fuck the progression update is, and then it's going to be an op. And hopefully it's another Tyranid op, because I just don't think Chaos ops hit as hard. I feel like people just do not replay them as much. I'm pretty sure over half of the community just plays Tyranids. Like 90% sure. Your content's inspiring, brother. I love the streams. Thank you, Joey. I'll ask Pank if he wants to make some lore content too, so I do want to put some more. I am making a video of Falling Cow at some point. talking about power scaling Astartes, which is always fun. I do love Vortex, but yeah, it's a way bigger effort. Vortex is the best Chaos mission by far. By far the best Chaos mission. I like that shoulder piece he's wearing, for real, for real. Dude, the shoulder piece from the Accolade Sword is the best. What class can you recommend for beginners? Already maxed out Techmarine by following your builds. Anything with Bulwark or Vanguard. Though I'll be real, Space Marine 2 is a pretty solid game in that, like, you can probably go back months ago at this point, and like most of the builds are identical because the game just hasn't had a proper perk update since like patch 9. Like even if you go into like a Vanguard Melta, it's kind of hard to go wrong. I'd say the biggest perk changes this patch for Assault. The funny thing is, people say Chaos is really annoying to play, which I agree with, but Spore Mines and Devourers are generally my most hated mechanics in the game by far. Spore Mines are pretty awful. I think the issue is that range spam is... Spore Mines are part of Tyrannus with like predominantly melee, and melee is just more fun to do in this game because there's like an actual combat loop to it. Spore Mines genuinely... the range spam in this game, there is no combat loop. It's just dodge or get shot, or shoot back. Or stagger them if you can, but if they're enraged, you can't do that anyways without like a couple, like a shield rush or an assault ground pound. Spore Mines absolutely wreck my rhythm a lot of the times. Is there a join code? Oh, there was. I guess we can put it up now because the guy left. You want to come in? I have loved it if the Chaos enemies were the World Eaters instead of 1,000 Suns melee. I mean, I would have taken any Heretic Legion Death Guard, World Eaters, Night Lords over fucking 1,000 Suns. You know, 1,000 Suns on tabletop, they are called, like, the Bird faction for a reason, or the Zangor faction. The funny thing is people say Chaos, Devourers are generally my most hated mechanic in the game by far. Yeah, the Devourers are just part of the range spam though. I already read that, but the issue is the range gameplay loop is just awful. There's nothing to it in the game. But like when you're in melee, it's like, okay, I can parry, I can perfect block, I can perfect dodge. What the fuck do you do against a Rubric Marine Warp Fire Cannon? Nothing. You dodge it. You get a perfect dodge? No. You can block it with your shield, or you can stagger and like melee them. That's why it feels so shit. At this point, I just want Total War 40k to come out. Yeah, just unsatisfying normal dodges until they stop shooting. Ew. Yeah, I don't know if you were playing the PvE at that time, Hayes, but back in the launch of the game, the Zoanthropes didn't have a perfect dodge on their beam. They did not have perfect dodge on their beam at all. Like, you just had to, you just normal dodge the beam and have no counterplay. So if you were out of ammo, it was quite literally impossible to kill them unless you had, like, a weapon with a proper AoE. Give me my dopamine shroom from perfect dodges? Yeah. I mean, they definitely improved it a little bit, doing that. Can you elaborate more on the range loop? Is there really anything to elaborate on? It doesn't exist. That's the issue. The range loop is dodge game. Like, okay, when an enemy shoots you, what are your options? You dodge them. Or you shoot back, or you stagger them with a melee. Now, when the enemy's enraged, you can't even stagger them, so then you just have to dodge them. Because not only are they unstaggerable, but their damage is in, like, fucking orbit. They're going all the way to the moon. Or, you know, Avarax, whatever you want to call it. I could have definitely parried that. Hi FTG, what's the event? The event is just have to play 5 times. Sorry, I was probably checked out for that. I just fucking let that happen. Hi FTG, what's the event? You can kill 5. You have to play 5 matches as Vanguard, Tactical, or Assault, and then or what's the other one? Bulwark, and then you get a Mark 11 chain sword, which is like who cares? But that is the event. Oh my! Oh, and there's a boss now. That was actually a really bad time to die for my teammates.
There are more tyrannies seeking their deaths. Titus, this is Vespasis. I stand amidst the smoldering Armenian arms. Keep it up. Tyranid biosign's down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready. The Emperor will not abandon us in the hour of our victory. The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Actually, there's a ton of Majoras here. I think we can probably kill this. FTG, Dawn of War 4, Total War 40k. Which one are you looking forward to most? I mean, Total War 40k. Definitely. I mean, that's just going to be the best. I don't think it's a question. Total War 40k is probably going to be the best 40k game ever. Well, I've also played thousands upon thousands of hours of Total War already. I'm playing that game for like 15 years, so I'm down for that. And also, that'll finally be Indy's return to content, so we'll probably play that together at some point. And also probably play with Lore Master of Sotek when he actually plays. Oh. Okay.
Extraction team en route. Evacuate immediately.
The fuck is this? He's gonna jump up. He's gonna jump up. He's coming. That may not be the best place to put that. I counted him not being in it. We're certainly gaming today.
Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Thalassa, evacuation is priority 1.
Oh, we had to kill this guy. If we leave him to the guardsmen, then like we're just being mean. Hell, 5 seconds. I can kill him in 2. No, you fuck. We can't leave that for the guard. I should have hit the execute button.
Returning to orbit.
Hope we see naval combat like Gothic and Total War 40k. Well, for Total War 40k, they already said they're going to add in every 40k faction ever. They're going to add in every single 40k faction ever. And then they're also going to add in the combat, in space combat, eventually. And like when they say every faction ever, I think they quite literally mean every faction, because it's going to be a trilogy of games. It's going to be Total War Warhammer 40k, and like Total War Warhammer 40k 2, and Total War Warhammer 40k 3. As a huge strategy fan, I will be playing that relentlessly on this channel. 400 USD per game, a steal really. That'll probably be the only game I care about until Space Marine 3's out. And obviously, besides this one, which I'll never stop playing, but...
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
For the Emperor!
Oh man, bolt gun 2. Yeah, we love bolt gun 2. How's an Eldar Exodite gonna work if he can't leave its own planet? I mean, you just have them get bombarded from orbit. I imagine they probably operate like Wood Elves a little bit from Total War, Warhammer 1 and 2 and 3. Like they're super isolationist, they just sit in like their little trees the whole time. Exodites will be a hard one to do though. But they would have fucking dinosaurs, so that would be cool. I doubt Squad's Votan is their reboot. I will probably get Leagues of Votan. I mean, the starting factions are going to be Astra Militarum, Space Marines, and then we're going to have maybe Chaos at the beginning, but it's going to be Eldari and... What was the last one? The Tyranids? Or Necrons? Hold on, let me Google. Actually forgot. Total War 40k. Starting factions. Oh, Orcs, duh. Not fucking Necrons. Those are coming eventually, one day. I know people... I want Orcs in Space Marine 3. I really do. I feel like most people just don't care. Don't care for most of it. Orphan Slayer with a $5 super chat just saying number 1. Number 1 what? Number 1 Total War 40k game? We do love that. Orcs are please no. You don't want orcs in 40k? What would you do? What do you mean don't want orcs in fucking Space Marine 3 Haze? What are you talking about? They're like the best. Like, what's a better horde faction in 40k than Tyranids and orcs? Sorry, what was Space Marine 1? Yeah, but like that's like saying, guess what else was in Space Marine 1? Astartes. They also had the world, like, I mean, they also had World Eaters, or I should say, like, they had Corn guys, and I'd still take those. It's also a completely different company now. Like, Saber did not make Space Marine 1. Do you plan on playing Dawn of War 4? Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Dawn of War 4 less than Space Marine 2, than Total War 40k, obviously. I am looking forward to see the Lion in there. But Necron, though, think of the executions. I mean, why not both? Also, I probably think the Orc executions would be better. FTG, when fighting the Hierophant, how do you change your secondary to shoot normally? That's the neat part. You don't. You just fucking lose it. You have to use up the las gun. You can hip fire it. That's about it though. You can't use your primary. You have to hip fire. I'm just not a fan of orcs in general. I mean, they are kind of like. I guess we'll do one more. And I'll probably get off and then go do something else and then come back. Maybe at some point in time, or maybe not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I think you're playing Milky. One day we'll get a join queue. I know Mysteries had one for like a year plus, but... Would you like to fight the Necrons? Would like to fight the Necrons and World Eaters in Space Marine 3. I feel like World Eaters was a go-to. Alright, we got Bipolar Moose and Snacky. Welcome in, Snacky. Snacky, you're an OG. An OG of FTG. What is your bolt pistol build? I mean, there's like really only two setups for the bolt pistol. You either go like this, or you build it like this. I guess you could even go for the damage. If you really want like maximized damage, you will get a higher. You'll have higher base damage. You go down the top tree like I showed before. But if you want like maximized damage, you can also do this. This also helps out with hip fire, or you can go all the way down the bottom. But you actually, I really would never miss out on Elite Hunter here. I just build it like this if I'm usually doing it like that. But alternatively, you can skip over Divine Might and just go up top. But the thing about Retaliation is that this will give you more damage. Conditionally. Orcs and Tau, I want to smush noseless blue Xenos. True. What's the community event? It's shit. Don't even worry about it, it's just bad. The trashy event. A trashy event for trashy people like me. You have to play 5 matches as, I'll actually tell you have to play 5 matches as Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, or Tactical, and then you get the Mark 11 Chainsword. Space Marine 3, play an Iron Warriors against Imperial Guard, Sisters of Battle, replace the Chaos enemies. Be pretty good. Is it another you have to have the stupid pros account? I don't think so. I think they removed most of the pros requirements now.
Your mission is to use
That's probably in the fine print.
in the refinery to destroy the
I have to check their
enemy
forum though.
The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance.
They made a
We have
pretty
since
big
lost
effort to not
contact.
have pros account be like linked to anything anymore.
First,
Space Marine
proceed
Surgeon
to
game where you play as an
outpost
Iron Hands
establish
Techmarine and convert guardsmen into lobotomized servitors. True.
infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm is entered.
First time I've seen someone stream Space Marine 2 on YouTube. Interesting. You must have not been searching a lot for the past year. Year and a half, really. Many people have streamed this game. Why is balance stronger than block now? I wouldn't say balance is inherently stronger than block, but it is better for like certain build setups. I think the balance fist is probably better than block now though, at least for assault. Maybe not bulwark. Only because bulwark gets more benefit from intimidating aura if he has no parry wind up at all. But for assault, definitely, because assault can kind of circumvent all issues he'd ever fall into with a balance weapon on his animation cancel now. He just gets free damage every time he fucking has to dash away. How's the weekly? Pretty boring. I'm just kidding, it's actually pretty fun. Wow, fucking rip those guys. Why didn't the Blood Angels Chaplain, the 11th edition trailer, Wings of Flame, dash into the weird boy before he pops his brother's head? Is he a noob? He was running Zealous Blow. That's simple. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you couldn't see his perk loadout, so it's kind of hard to see. That's how it went. The new Mark 10 looking sexy, huh? Well, you know, they actually said that the, due to attrition... Oh my god. That's really bad. Alright, that was really bad. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm so not locked in today. It'll probably be my last one. I'll come back on later, guys. What are you saying? A mix of 7 and 10 is hot as fuck? Yeah, so in the community post, now that I'm on the floor, now we're floor eating, the community post said that you can have the Mark 7 tactical helmet now. They're incorporating portions of like Mark 7 into the Mark X because they've lost too much armor. Like on Armageddon, the Blood Angels don't have any armor anymore for it. They're or at least they don't have enough Mark X Primaris armor. So they're just trying to like mix and match Firstborn stuff, which is quite cool. Or even just like other older armor sets they had. Just in time. Did you complete Hard Siege? Well, consider there's no actual wave cap in Hard Siege. Define complete. Did we get all the unlocks from it? Yes. I've done that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna work to remove the timer on that mode. I think that's what's coming next. Which they probably should if they want more players for it.
Inside the Imperial encampment. Captain, I hear no signs of battle. No life signs detected. Talassa, you need to acquire the Astral Militaro definition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
Clive's rock that shoulder cape so well. I feel like any chapter has like a black color scheme intermixed. It can rock this pretty well. Like Blood Angels also do a pretty good job when you have like the Black Shrimp Company. Let's take that. Oh, let's use it. Fuck it. So we don't just explode next time. That's the only thing that bad one does. Do occasionally just explode. We didn't take Height and Vigor. When I play with a team, they tend to drop out back to the barge. It's fun though. Yeah, well the thing about Siege mode, it just takes too long. It needs, like, the new map needs to properly incorporate the Siege mechanics from, like, the intro of the campaign. If they do that, I think it'll be a lot more popular. But, like, people were really hyped for Siege mode when it first came out, and then, like, it came out in the most undercooked state ever, and got, like, one patch, fixing some of the requisition point costs, and that was it. There was also an invincible liquor bug on it for a very long time. Like, you would just run into an invincible liquor you could not kill, and it would just make it so, like, oh, you're on wave, like, 35, you're on wave 40? Invincible liquor. Back to the menu, boys. Not to mention the actual crashes were worse back then. They said a long time ago they might actually remove the timer on it. It's like they might actually figure a way to do it. Because the only reason the timer exists is because they are afraid. Because the game will crash. There's no timer. That's the issue. It's a memory fragmentation issue. I missed the reveal show. Was there anything worth noting? We got 11th edition. That's big.
Brother King standing for the Emperor. Here's your advice. This is where we sow the enemy's defeat.
If there's a trilogy, I am paying full price for 1/3 of a game and a truckload of DLCs. I'm hoping anyway. I mean, people are obviously willing to pay for the truckload of DLCs in Total War games because they've been doing it for like 20 years. I also don't think that $300 over the course of like a 10-year trilogy of games is that expensive, to be honest. I might go for some later. It's easy to set up your own stream. Yeah, setting up a stream is very easy. Streaming is actually like hilariously easy these days. It used to be like way back when, like 10 years ago. I remember streaming in 2014. That shit was fucking cancerous. Base Stream 1 Exterminatus was much more spammable. Well, that's also because... I mean, that's true. We might get an upgrade to that. You never know. I just really hope that... like, if Space Marine 2's final update... We don't know if we're getting a Year 3, guys. I expect we will, given Saber's history. But in Space Marine 1, the last bit of content they gave to that game was Chaos Astartes in PvE. On the PvE Exterminatus mode. And they shut down all support for it forever. I hope they don't do something similar, like new siege map, and now we're only going to give you heroics for the next 10 years. Have fun. Wait for Space Marine 3.
Let us finish what the Cadians started. Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Promethean well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
I have dual monitor though, dude. Who gives a shit? I mean, you see this from people all the time. Like, they'll buy every bell and whistle they possibly can to start streaming, but it doesn't really matter at all. Just go do it. I mean, the #1 thing that's going to bring people to a channel or like anything is just you. Like, are you entertaining to them? Do they want to listen to you talk? That's really all it is. You don't need to have a disco ball above your head. Or a webcam. That'd be my advice. If you want to stream, just stream. I didn't have a second monitor. I've been streaming for like 10 years. On multiple accounts. I have not had a second monitor for my streams until like 6 months ago. It does not matter. Alt-tab all the way. I said die and alt-tabs all the time. Base guardsman? Yeah, I mean we live in an age where people constantly commodify. Streaming used to just be about playing the games you like. I used to stream Dragon's Dogma religiously to 2 viewers every day. Back in 2014 when they released the PC version of that game. Ow.
descend into the
Dragon's Dogma 2 question mark? I didn't like Dragon's Dogma 2 that much. I really did not. The good old days when we tried to coerce FTG into getting a second monitor and ask for a Discord server 24/7. That is true. That is why half this channel exists. In fact, this is the channel that took away time for what I actually want to be doing on my other channels. But you know, that's how it is. That's how it is, and now it's just why I'm playing a lot. Use your phone to read the chat. You think I can afford a phone? I have a phone, dude. I can't even play Diablo Immortal. Yeah, people told me to do that. Use your phone to read chat, but I also didn't do that because I'm lazy. That joke never gets old. Yeah, don't you guys have phones? The reluctant streamer reluctantly streams once again. I like streaming. I just don't much like streamer culture.
Focus on objective.
Or I should say I don't like gamer streaming culture. There's rumors about Dragon's Dogma 2 though. Might fix the game if it's real. DLC, I mean. I was about to say, I was, you know, it's funny you bring up Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC. For some reason, my brain was operating on like a Dragon's Dogma wavelength yesterday. I was just thinking about like how shit that game was. I loved Dragon's Dogma 1, and then Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I will ensure your mission is a success. I will hold you to that. Now we wait until the Xenos swarm reaches our position. Us against 100,000 or 200,000 Tyranids. I like those odds even without them.
Dragon's Dogma 2 was just like the, what do they call it?
Overconfidence is a disadvantage.
What I'm looking for. Yes, dog shit. It was Cyclops simulators. You guys ever play that game? There was like endless Cyclopses and Chimeras. It was really fun for like the first 10 hours, and then I was like, wait a second, all the enemies are the same. Like literally all the enemies you go into are just the exact same thing over and over and over again in that game.
Cannot even compute their numbers.
There was a thank you pick for anniversary. There's an NPC that's nowhere in the entire game. No community, so the community thinks DLC. Well, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen had, well, the Dark Arisen portion of the original Dragon's Dogma was much better than the rest of the game was. I'll say that. So if there's a similar quality increase in a DLC for that game, I will play it. The game also plays a lot like this one. So pool party stream is cool with you? I mean, I don't give a fuck. If people can pool party stream if they want.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position.
I think it's more so the
for 1 minute.
entitlement you see from a lot of streamers.
And get it done.
And that predominantly happens in gaming spaces more than
I
others.
see them coming, brothers.
I know guys who don't make gaming content at all. They fucking hate gaming content creators. I wouldn't go that far, but it is definitely a bit different.
Round the sea. Now reap the flame. Initiating burn. The bulk of the swarm.
I know Indy doesn't like how gaming has changed like an entire, like the entirety of gaming is so much more competitive with like needless stuff. in games. Like, even in PvE games, people get way competitive now. Way more than they used to. You had any main class in Dragon's Dogma streamer? Main class? Mystic Knight. One of my preferred. What's up, King? What's your favorite class to play? Probably this one. So I like Plasma Go Pew.
Swarm moving on our position. Fuel controls reset. Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
I haven't played since Helldivers 2 came out on Xbox, but the hop on Space Marine 2 tonight. I'm nervous. The new modifiers seems tough. Well, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they are hard. It really depends, you know. I wouldn't say there's like a one build fits all, but there are some good ones.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. Fire trap initiated.
How would you do a guardsman game like in Company of Heroes? A guardsman game. I mean, Dark Tide would be a good example. Just have 4 guardsmen. That's the closest thing to a guardsman game you got now. Just have 4 Kriegsmen, lasgun, shovel guys. That sounds like a fun fucking gameplay day.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards. We end this now.
Wow, this game's had so much content added post-launch, and it'll only be getting more. Streamers make it pretty easy to hate them. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Tyranid bioscience down 90% and falling.
I'm trying my hardest, guys.
Excellent.
Every day I get out this ice. And set a bad example for all streamers I possibly can.
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.
Really, what other content is planned? Well, we have, like, there's not too much left this year, but we do have a... We have a new boss coming with a new operation. I mean, Techmarine was probably the biggest patch. We have a new boss operation, a new boss and operation, and then we have some PvP stuff is coming, like PvP stratagems and that kind of stuff, and like new rewards, and also yeah, we're getting like new stratagem rewards, and there's gonna be like a new siege map, some new stratagem rewards on top of that as well. How does endgame work in this game? Is it like special endgame missions? Or are you replaying campaign missions at higher difficulties? So there's not like a proper endgame in Space Marine 2. The closest thing to that is probably hard stratagems at the moment, because there's like an actual grind there, or hard siege if you're trying to get all the skins for that. That's probably like the biggest thing you can do. Like probably these 2 modes. Stratagems and siege mode. And then you can get your blue accolades. Oh, I guess I'll buy that. I didn't know they put that in the store today. They put anything else in the store? No, of course not. Fuck this thing, though. It's ugly as shit. But basically, you just get these accolades for completing stratagems, and you can buy stuff in this store. This is the end game right now. Now, right now, you can't earn these. This is another reason the siege mode is kind of dead at the moment, is that like you can't earn accolades from siege mode currently. So that will probably be fixed with the next match, I presume. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. Morning, FTG and gang. What's up, Osborne? Are Chaos Spawn as brutal as people are claiming? They're really not. It is. Are most of the Chaos Spawn complaints skill issue? Yes. Are Chaos Spawn harder to fight than other enemies? Also, yes. They have more variants and more moveset and like a larger moveset, which means they are harder to fight for that reason. That being said, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. People don't need accolades. I mean, that is true. They really don't at the moment. What is the maximum amount of accolades you can hold? 1,000. 1,000 accolades. I have a year 2 roadmap here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, this is what's coming out left. So, like, all we really have left is the Iron Hands chapter pack next patch. And then we have the patch 14 PvP arenas. I have a feeling these patches are all going to suck. Or, like, be mid. I think the next one's probably going to be the best after Techmarine. But, patch 15 doesn't even have a new champion skin. So we might get some more armor stuff for that. But, like, I'm pretty sure patch 15 is going to be a holdover for, like, a year 3. I don't think they give a shit beyond that at all. Osborne with a 30 stream watch streak. Fucking goat. What do you think Redacted is going to be? That's a good question. It could be Blood Ravens. I mean, this is going to be... Patch 14 is going to be out around the time of, like, Warhammer Skulls. So we'll see. I imagine we're like a big release news there or something. If there is a year 3, I mean, there probably will be. Well, like, what's either going to happen is patch 15 will come out, they're going to fix up siege mode, maybe add Chaos Astartes or something, and then the game will die immediately after, or we get a year 3. Either way, if the game dies immediately after, I'm just going to go be doing lore content and Total War 40k. Because that's actually, I'm fucking so hyped for Total War 40k, you guys have no idea. And whatever, like, heroics they add after the game launch. But I imagine if they don't do a year 3, a game is pretty shit. It's going to be pretty shit out of luck. But I would also highly expect a year 3, guys. I've said this before, that, here, we're gonna fix up the color pattern here a little bit. Total War 40k about to do disgusting things to my wallet in free time. I'll probably just buy a new computer for it. Whoever wants to play, we do another stratagem, if you're interested. I think for what it is, this game has done very well. Definitely has. It definitely has done very well. I do feel like they kind of blew their load on patch 10 and patch 12. If you look at the two... Patch 10 was the biggest patch for this game ever. Patch 12 was also... Like, these were the two biggest patches by far. The other ones didn't come close. Like, patch 11 is probably going to be similar to perform... Like, the other patches, like patch 13, will probably have a similar performance to patch 11, the Reclamation update. And then patch 14 will probably be worse. This will probably... Patch 14 and 15 will probably be the worst. It depends how good the Siege Mode update is. I hope they add in more, like, goofy things into the game, though. I want, like, a bunch of guardsmen with rocket launchers. We'll see what they do. We'll see. I let them cook. Got Bob Flanagan. Live's drift is so peak. Good lord. Yeah, we're in a poster right now. We'll post it right now. Size the Emperor Drift for the Drift Gods. Recall it. Wait, why would patch 14 be bad? PvP desperately needs new content. I mean, it does need new content, but like PvP is just not where the majority of this game's player base is at. No one's gonna play that shit. I might play it for like a week. Like, there's no new operation. It's just new stratagems and new stratagem rewards, like, and some new cosmetic packs. This one's probably these two patches. Patch 13 is probably gonna be the best. Patch 14 is probably gonna be the worst of them. And patch 15, like, I don't want to shit on PvP, but like, if we're being honest, the PvP player base is like practically non-existent in Space Marine 2 compared to the PvE. Like, they are just not a big portion. I'm honestly shocked they put dev time into it. Real talk. Heavy burn, doom defensive, harvest of oh, it's such a gross modifier. This one's pretty easy. Who is playing PvP as a new player? Exactly. Like, who the fuck's loading into PvP as a brand new player to Space Marine 2? Next to nobody is the answer. The PvP is full of like absolute god tier Sweatlord players. Like, what the fuck? Who's doing that? Like, who wants to jump into an arena shooter 2 years after it's been out? For the PvP. PvP at launch was fun because everyone was shit. It's like a Battlefront. I guess in the case of a game like Battlefront 2, you could play Battlefront 2 and it was fine. Is Total War akin to StarCraft? Not familiar with the series. Total War is a mix of RTS and grand strategy, so it's kind of like StarCraft on the ground battle portion. It's much more slower paced, though. But I would say it's more like Civilization meets an RTS. It's more like Civilization meets Age of Empires, I guess. There really is nothing like it. Should I have taken the plasma here? I don't know. That may have been a mistake. As an Iron Hands fan, patch 11, patch 13 is already S tier. Well, you don't get an Iron Father, so that's pretty damn cool.
Take heed, Meridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now. Traverse with caution, brothers. Brace for the beast, but keep pressing forward.
Also, I hope they add more Terminus in Year 3, maybe even add operation-specific bosses like Terminated Primes as normal Terminus. That's not a bad idea. You know, I'll probably talk about it at some point. Like, what is Space Marine 2 actually missing in terms of content? I'm happy they're retouching Siege Mode, because that definitely needs an overhaul. But, like, after that, like, what do you really need in this game? A new class is pretty obvious, but I think, like, more enemies... Mainly Terminus enemies, because, like, I think the base factions at the moment, they're pretty good. Like, they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. Like, Chaos Spawn definitely helped out Chaos despite the community hating them. Loadouts, that too. That'll probably come with the, either the Siege Mode update or patch 14. I doubt it's coming in the next patch. I like the PvP, bit of a competitionism. Wait, bit of a completionism, not competitionism. What the fuck? That's not a word. A bit of completionism. Had a blast unlocking everything. I mean, that's fine, you know, if you want to play PvP, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, how many players are playing PvP, it's not even a question if it's a smaller mode at this point. I think Astartes Panda is the last PvP content creator in the entire game for a reason. The most dedicated, that's what he calls himself even, I think. He is the most dedicated PvPer. So I'm sure it'll be fun, you know. I might touch it. I might play a little bit, get shit on, you know, have a little bit of a goofy fun. Get dicked on in PvP and then never play it again. Have a bunch of people be like, oh, geez, that first two guardsmen 480 in my game? Yes. That's me. I am eating the floor.
Just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Dragon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Go back to PvE if you could even handle that, Mr. FT guy. Fucking spore mines everywhere, dude. That's definitely what a size of the Emperor would say. Brother, what's up, chronically? Now, I promised Hypex I would play his Nightmare difficulty, or sorry, Absolute Plus. I call it Nightmare difficulty. I hope they come out with better Twitch drops next time on the note of things, because doing reruns is kind of lazy. But like, they were supposed to, you know, here's a funny story, guys. They were supposed to give out all the limited time cosmetics that players had in the Accolade store eventually, but they just, like, they've technically done that for one version, which is like the secret level stuff. But the secret level stuff is from like December when the game came out in 2024. Love your tactical fashion, thank you. I am a big tactical fan. God, you're hungover? Brother, it's a Thursday. What the fuck you been doing?
Something's amiss with this servo skull. Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master.
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
I think I played PvP 3 times and ran my tail tucked between my legs. People are tweaking PvP. But yeah, because Space Marine 2 is not really like a competitive game.
Do you know what Galio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta-6.
I mean, I guess it can be, but like the majority of Space Marine 2's player base is like older guys that like sci-fi. Okay. That like sci-fi and other stuff. Give Earth Marines the ability to parry my attacks, give me a taste of my own medicine. True.
I have never encountered a servo skull malfunction like this before. Servo skulls serve the Imperium beyond their lifespan. Remember that, brothers. That is the biggest tyranid I've seen. We will get our chance at it, brothers. I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic destructive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos
there we go.
will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. but give my word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
And no boss spawn yet.
Acknowledged.
Don't forget PvP, VE when the stratagem is friendly fire on. Those are always fun times. That is true. That's also an option in the game.
Tomorrow incoming. The facility will be infested.
Why is this guy called Straven, but he's playing a bulwark? That's the real question.
The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation. Find the melter buckets with dispatch. Another melter charge. Clear a path. Melter charge acquired.
This is the wrong path.
Go over here. God, having to deal with this shit when you can't see anything is super fun. Alright, I think he got it. Wherever it is.
Melter charge source, brothers.
Melter storage X.
Where's the last one? Is it over here?
02 requisition.
The random dust is not helping.
Cleanse those xenos.
I'm not saying this to make fun of you, but it looks like Helldiver's armor. It looks super cool though. Yeah, I know. Helldivers has done irreparable damage.
Hive spawn tunnel collapsed. Onwards, brothers, towards the objective.
Helldivers 2 has done irreparable damage to all drip ideas in 40k. And gaming. Helldiver's brain rot, dude. Honestly, fuck that game. That game sucks ass.
Inside the facility, you'll find me.
Helldivers 2 is the whiniest player base I have ever seen. I play Space Marine 2, okay? Space Marine 2 players bitch a lot. Like, the Helldivers 2 players, they take the cake. It is like the most delusional, whiny player base I've ever seen in a game.
Meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, ignorant. And I must drag you back.
I will hear no Helldivers 2 slander if that is true. Not slander if it's true.
Behold the truth of my thoughts. I am but a humble brain, hatched into a mining facility, and nothing more. What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Galio or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Imperial Guard Simulator? I wish. That would actually be fun.
Command terminals. Stand firm. I expected to route Xenos to assault your locus. Secure that console uplink. Commencing signal severance.
Oh dear.
One step closer to seizing the asset. Disrupt the next console.
Which game is this? It's so awesome. 40k I must have. Space Marine 2, brother.
Cowards hide in shadows, so we must restore the light. Who has eyes on a power cell?
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic.
Give me a Republic Commando style game of Carson's less Scions? Yeah. I mean, Tempest of Scions would be really cool. I like the car skin outfit you can get in Dark Tide. Did buy that.
perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
I've discovered useless information about this game. When you're carrying a battery, you have block defense type. You parry right after installing it. You'll get an adrenaline sack and defense type weapon. Excuse me? That's kind of funny. For that one parry you'll pull off. Excited I get Death Watch Primaris Scale box set. Missed getting the Kill Team box set. Is there a new Kill Team coming out? They revealed last night? I'm sure there is. I think additional siege maps are unlikely. I mean, one's guaranteed. More after that? Probably not. I think they're going to touch up on it one more time and then never touch it again. Unless they have like a new class-specific edition. Weird aside, I still want another Star Trek Elite Force or a remaster of the original 2. Star Trek Elite Force. I haven't heard about that game in like eons.
Return to Metriel's containment unit. See, Metriel. The more you thrash, the deeper you set our roots.
Isn't Siege Mode basically dead? Yeah, it's definitely a fumbled launch. But they're going to have a new mode. There's a bit of an overhaul for it. They might be adding some other stuff to it too. I haven't touched it much for that reason, because like nothing has really changed in that mode since launch. They did the one patch. Well, actually, I'd say it probably changed the most with Chaos Spawn. That was when it changed the most. Like since patch 10, really, it hasn't been touched at all.
Is ready for evacuation.
I'll play it more during the update though, obviously. And there's new stuff to actually unlock and push. But for right at the moment, it's just a challenge mode run. That's really all it is. I guess that's better than XP grind mode, though. Siege not having turrets is logically concerning. They're going to be adding that. They did say. Look at that. More weapon skin grind? True. They're adding new colors. I guess that's exciting. Maybe we'll get yellow this time. But if we bring up the year 2 map, there's no skin on. There's no pack coming. I really hope patch 15 isn't just like a here's some stuff, maybe some heretics or something, and that's it. That could be, though, because they're trying to overhaul the other thing. Oh, what's up, Mello? I didn't see your comment there. Oh, for an Angry Marine Chapter Pack? Probably to get that in year 4.
Good to go.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about.
Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric
well.
disturbances.
Or I want that, but well, surely it'll all work out in the end.
Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
I was expecting him to get melt-a-bombed out of my aspect, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually hard to see. Probably should have done that. Dang.
Locate melter charges and cauterize the high tunnels. Eradicate the Xenos crew base with the melter charges. Obliterate every last odious scourge. Purify the infected tunnels with the melter charges.
Let's walk out of that. Okay. Maybe we'll knock him down next. Give us an ultra endgame mode where we have to play 100 missions in a row without going down to unlock Heretic Astartes. I think Heretic Astartes might come into the game like in some way. Maybe Siege mode, maybe something else. How was that one thing?
Trigon kill confirmed.
That'd be a good way to use the champion skins they have in the game. I'd do anything to wear a proper Night Lord drip in PvE. Well, I think it might be coming. I think it might be coming. Probably talk about that at some point. But for now, I'll be back on later, guys. I think I'm going to call it there for now. I didn't intend to go on that long, just to do a little bit of the weekly. I think we got like 4 out of the 5 missions done to unlock the thing I already had done. But like, maybe I'll get an extra bonus. Who knows? Alright guys, that is all from me for now. Take it easy, I'll be back on later maybe. If not, have a great day. Thanks for chilling. Bye-bye. I might be doing some nightmare difficulty later if I am.